Hello friends, welcome to the Soccer. My name is Delali Frank and this is News Daily where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. In today's edition, we're going to talk about the African Cup of Nations, the round of 16, the business end of the tournament. All the top teams that we were expecting them to go through couldn't. There's been Equatorial Guinea, there's Mali, there's Gabon. Basically, teams that we were not expecting them to be there are those that have qualified. In today's edition, we're going to review the round of 16. The next game is South Africa against Morocco. Morocco started very well, played their first game, played like a team that is ready to win. And the characters which they, even when they had qualified, the characters which they used to play their last game tells you what they are. And I think they are a team that will progress into the competition and play some brand of football because they've kept almost all the players that played at the World Cup. And also, I think because of the results at the World Cup, every team that plays against them comes in with a lot of expectations and comes to play them and match them. South Africa themselves didn't start well, but managed to get a decent result moving forward. South Africa themselves have qualified. The previous one, they didn't qualify. The 2021 AFCON, they couldn't qualify. And the Hugo Bruce, they played some brilliant football. Their first game, they lost, but subsequently, they played some good football that put them in favor of this tournament. They were second placed in a group that had Tunisia, Namibia, and Mali. Mali were excellent, obviously, but South Africa's character to come out after getting a draw in their first game and then to win their second game was great for them. They lost their first game, I should say, managed to win and drew one. They had 4 points and topped the group that had Tunisia in it. For South Africa, they look at the performance they showed up against Tunisia, and they will look at it and say that, yeah, this is a result that maybe we can go against Morocco and give them some decent performance. Hugo Bruce, based on expectations, maybe has done well to qualify from this particular group. It means that he is pretty much a big deal. They are playing against Morocco, who looks like favorites, no doubts, always a favorite because of the kind of performance they've shown up, the quality of players they have. This is going to be an expansive game because Hugo Bruce himself doesn't defend. He plays open up, plays with a lot of character, and they showed excellence. However, I think at the end of the entire game, Morocco should be able to go through. The next game is Mali versus Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso looks like a tournament team. Like no matter how bad they are when they are in competitions, they are one of the sides that will give you a tough time. Mali has been excellent, to top a group that has South Africa, Namibia, and Tunisia. Maybe take Namibia out, but to have Tunisia in that group and still top them was an excellent one. They won one and drew 2 games. Look at the football they played against South Africa. They were very expansive, they were not bad, and they played good football. Mali are ripping off the investment they made in their youth side. The fact that they've been very dominant in the under 17 and then the under 20. They showed up in the senior level and played some level of football with a lot of character. They are playing against Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso themselves have a lot of character in them. When you watch them play, they fight to the end of the game. This game is going to be an exciting one, if you ask me, because for Mali, they topped their group, which means ideally we expect them to face a least ranked team, which is Burkina Faso. However, Burkina Faso themselves find themselves in a very tough group because there was Algeria in the group, there was Angola in the group, and I told you that this Burkina Faso is coming from a group that had 3 teams qualify from there. It tells you how competitive that group was. So to see them in this particular level and play against Mali is going to be a tough West African derby, a tough team, a tough match that will show a lot of character. Will be very, very physical. Personally, I think that game is going to be an exciting one. Burkina Faso against Mali. Burkina plays tournament football well. They play tournament football very well. Mali themselves have always been a team that failed to deliver. Like they are a side that a lot of people expect them to do more in the cup tournament, but in most cases they fail to deliver. This is going to be a tough game, a very tough one to call. Mali Burkina Faso But I think Mali has enough quality to be able to go through. Burkina Faso, a top side, they were in the tough group. However, I think Mali in this tournament looks like a better side ahead of Burkina Faso.